What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod, and I'm a full-time eBay and Poshmark seller. And in today's video, I want to drop part 2 of the top 10 essentials that every reseller needs to really optimize their business. I already dropped part 1, so if you guys haven't seen that one, I'll make sure I'll drop that in the description and I'll put it in the cards above. But in this video, I just wanted to address some of the other things that I might have forgotten in the first part. And definitely, I got a lot of these from the comment section, so I want to, definitely shout a lot of you guys out. And I'll make sure I'll put the comments in just so you guys know where I'm getting some of this information from, because I can't believe that I forgot a lot of these things. And you guys also put me on to a couple things that I had to order myself. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, first off, the number one thing that I can't believe that I forgot to put in part 1 is a steamer or an iron. There's so much times that I will go thrifting and I'll pick up a shirt, and it's a really good shirt, it's a really good brand, but it's just wrinkly as hell. And if you was to just lay that shirt out and try to take a picture, a wrinkly shirt is just not gonna sell as well as a freshly ironed or freshly steamed shirt or top or whatever it might be. Wrinkles just doesn't really help sell that item. So before you take pictures, I always say to iron or steam that garment just to make it look really good and really fresh and appealing. That way you can kind of beat out the competition, because as we know nowadays on eBay and on Poshmark, the competition is crazy. So just in order to really help sell some of your items and show the quality, I suggest that you steam or you iron some of your garments. So that's definitely the number one thing that I forgot. So I made sure I had to make another video and just include this. Number 2 on my list is Glue Gun. Now, I've been using acetone and nail polish remover to remove some of the marker on the bottom of shoes whenever they write the price on there, or anytime I just, it's a tough kind of stain that I can't really remove. I always been using acetone or nail polish remover. Then I ended up finding a bottle of Glue Gun in the thrift a few days later, and I decided to pick it up and test it out just to see how it differs between the acetone and the nail polish remover. And trust me, there are some stuff that acetone and nail polish remover did not get out, but Glue Gun was able to completely erase it. So I definitely wanted to include it in this video, because Glue Gun is something that's definitely an essential, especially if you guys are in thrift stores and they use that marker that it's on the bottom of the shoe and you really can't get it off. And instead of just covering it up with more black marker, if acetone and nail polish remover doesn't work, Glue Gun should definitely help with that. So definitely be on the lookout for Glue Gun if you can find it in your thrift stores. Or if you can't, I'll make sure I'll put a link in the description so that you guys can pick it up off of Amazon, because it's super cheap and it definitely does the trick. Next thing that I never even heard of, but someone in the comment section definitely put me onto it, and I'll make sure I'll put their comment right there. But it's a deodorant sponge. Now, there's been times that I've picked up a shirt or sometimes even a jacket, and by the time I get home, then I'll notice that there's deodorant crust on the inside by the armpit, and I'll usually just try to wash it out, and it usually comes out. But the deodorant sponge is even better because you don't necessarily need to throw the garment into the wash, and some things it's like dry clean only, so you really can't just throw it in the washer. But that deodorant sponge really does wonders. So I'll also have that link in the description below so you guys can test it out. And after me using it one time, trust me, I'm going to be using it every single time I see anything with deodorant, because I've usually passed on some stuff that might have, some little deodorant near the bottom anytime somebody's pulling a shirt over their head, especially if they're just trying it on. But trust me, deodorant sponge, it works. Next thing on my list is bubble wrap. Now, I'm going to make a link in the description for the bubble wrap if you guys aren't really comfortable with this, but I want to throw in a free tip. Now, somebody also told me that they source some of their bubble wrap from places like Home Depot, and they might pay for it. But you can also get things like bubble wrap and even used boxes from regular stores like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls, or even a grocery store that might have some stuff like that. Antique stores usually have a ton of bubble wrap because they buy and sell things that usually is wrapped up in bubble wrap. So you can definitely get a lot of free supplies going to just local stores and just simply asking them. Or you can go on Craigslist and just check the free section, because a lot of people tend to give away those type of stuff, especially if they're more conscious and trying to preserve the environment. A lot of people, they don't want to just dump bubble wrap and stuff like that. They rather just give it away, and that's usually how I get a lot of my bubble wrap. I usually get it for free off of Craigslist, and it's been doing wonders for me anytime I ship out any electronics. And sometimes if I get a big pair of boots and it's too big for a box, I'll put it in a really large poly bag and I'll wrap it up in bubble wrap, and that usually does the trick as well, and I've never gotten any complaints from buyers. So definitely check the link in there below if you want to buy some bubble wrap. I'll try to include some cheaper options because bubble wrap can definitely get expensive. But if you're trying to just get it for free, definitely hit up some grocery stores, hit up some antique shops. You know, just check your local stores, because a lot of them, they might just be throwing that stuff out and you could just get it for free. Now, the next thing on the list, and I basically just grouped all of these things together, is OxiClean, Shout, or just regular detergent. You definitely need some of these things to wash some of your items before you sell it, because honestly, I don't wash everything that I sell. I usually just wash things that might have a little stain, or it might be smelling of cologne and I just want to get that, you know, scent out of it. But there are times where I might pick up something and it might have a little stain on it, and just to be safe, you know, I'll throw it in the wash, spray some Shout on it, and it usually comes out. So definitely be on the lookout for any OxiClean or Shout. I mean, I know some of you guys use coupons, and those things are usually on sale as well. So definitely be on the lookout for any of that. Next thing on the list, and I can't believe that I forgot this. I was actually disappointed in myself. But the next thing on the list is a sweater shaver. Now, I picked up my sweater shaver from a Goodwill a while back, and I actually had that in a thrift haul video. But now is the season where I'm selling a ton of sweaters and a lot of like cashmere and stuff like that. And when you're finding these sweaters, sometimes it might have some pilling on the, you know, on the body, or just kind of linty. And the sweater shaver, it just does wonders. It just kind of revives those sweaters and brings them back to life. So definitely pick up a sweater shaver, especially for during this time of the year. And you're going to need it for just about all year long, because it just doesn't help with sweaters. It helps with vintage t-shirts that might have some pilling or some lint, or just, you know, some jeans might have that as well in the crotch. So definitely be on the lookout for a sweater shaver. The next thing on my list is a white background. Now, personally, I use a tri-fold display board, and that's usually used for like science projects and stuff like that. But I think it really does wonders to really make my items pop and look a little more professional. But some people, they really don't like the white background. They want to be a little more creative. But for those of you that are into the white background, I think it's really helpful. I've been using it ever since I started reselling, and it really helped make my items look a little more professional and crisp. But you can always, you know, just be more creative and kind of display your stuff however you may want to, especially on Poshmark. Because I see a lot of people on Poshmark, they kind of stray away from the traditional white background and they're a lot more creative. And that usually helps sell better on Poshmark. But on eBay, I think the white background does a little better. So it's basically just up to you. You know, you can use your better judgment and see what you're more comfortable with. But for me personally, I like the white background, and I use a tri-fold display board. Next thing on the list for top 10 essentials is shoe polish. Now, I picked up a black shoe polish and a brown shoe polish, and these are usually for dress shoes. Sometimes I even use it for leather bags. And the polish really just helps make shoes and bags look a lot fresher. You know, it just kind of brightens it up and just brings some more life into it. And it just makes it more appealing and, you know, makes it sell a little better. So definitely be on the lookout for shoe polish if you can find them in your thrift stores, or maybe find it on sale. But if you can, I'll definitely drop that link in the description as well. But trust me, black shoe polish and brown shoe polish is super, super essential, especially now when you can pick up boots and stuff like that, because people are buying boots like crazy. But you definitely need to throw some polish on there to make it look a little crisper, a little cleaner. And like I said, the competition out there on eBay and Poshmark is crazy. So whatever you can do to make your items look better, definitely go ahead and do that, even if you have to invest a little money. And that's all I got for the top 10, but I just wanted to throw in a bonus. And this is definitely a personal thing, but I think it could help some of you guys out there as well. And that is a gym membership. 2019 is coming, and a lot of these gyms are offering discounted rates on their gym membership. And why I'm saying a gym membership is so important and it's a reseller essential is because when I first started reselling, I gained a lot of weight. I gained about 15 pounds because I was at home a lot. You know, I'm snacking, and whenever I'm listing, I might try to eat a little something quickly, and I'm sitting on my ass all day long. So I was just gaining weight, and it kind of happened gradually, and I didn't even realize it until some of my clothes wasn't fitting anymore. So definitely pick up a gym membership, and now is the time to do it because a lot of these gyms are offering a lot of discounted rates. And you know, if you guys aren't into the gym or whatever the case may be, that's fine. I just wanted to make this a bonus. But the goal is to definitely take care of yourself, because this job can be, you know, sometimes stressful, sometimes a little lonely. So spending an hour or maybe 2 hours a day in the gym can definitely be somewhat of a stress reliever, and it can just give you that, you know, human interaction that a lot of us don't get, especially if we work from home. So definitely, if you can, pick up a gym membership for 2019, because trust me, it's done wonders for my business, for my health, and now I can fit all my clothes again. So that's all I got for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, go ahead and smash that like button. And if there's anything I might have forgotten from this one, I might have to go ahead and make a part 3, but definitely drop it in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.